Let's go. Go live. All right, friends, here we are. Just responding to a couple last minute text messages, some follow-up inside jokes from Thanksgiving, which is fun. I'm going to chat today about how that trip went. Baby's first road trip. And I'm going to talk about, well, it may look like I've still got all my hair, but let me tell you something. The shower drain also has a lot of my hair. I'll also talk about a new milestone that Amelia hit just on Sunday morning. So here we go. Let's jump in. First things first, Thanksgiving. Oh, what a special holiday. I shared last week. It's one of my favorites, if not my favorite holiday. My family likes to give me a hard time because I don't like Christmas before Thanksgiving. I don't like all of the decorations and songs and stuff. And so it just drives me crazy when, like, we're not focusing on the holiday right here in front of us, which is Thanksgiving. I embrace Thanksgiving fully. I ate all the leftover sandwiches. I enjoyed friends and family. I gave thanks, and I loved it more this year than I think I've ever loved it in my entire life. And maybe that's because me and my brother-in-law, or my sister-in-law's husband, I guess he's my brother-in-law. Anyway, we had the, I guess, pleasure of doing the dishes after Thanksgiving dinner together, and I found it very enjoyable. He thought I was the most obnoxious person to do dishes with, and that brought me joy. It was a lot of fun. So I am, I don't know, I had a great trip, and I think maybe it's because we were, we did it as a family, like me and Bert and our offspring. So that's a new experience. We got to go up to Minnesota via car. We drove instead of flying, and that meant we had to pack up half our house because we have a baby. First time parents traveling with a baby. Yep, you bring more than you need. And you know what, though? I don't feel like we totally overdid it. I think we have a stroller that takes up quite a bit of room in our car, and there are smaller strollers. And other than that, minus one little seat, the extra like kind of bouncer seat that we brought, I think we did pretty good. I'm proud of us. We drove up. It's about from where we are in Chicago up to Minnesota. It's about supposed to be about a 5.5, 6 hour drive, I think. Right, Bert? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. That's what it normally takes. It took us a bit longer. The plan was Amelia would wake up, I would feed her, and we'd leave right after that. So that way we'd take advantage of her longest nap of the day, which is in the morning. She slept in. She slept in a little bit longer than we expected, and that was okay. So we left around 8, kind of hit that Chicago traffic in the morning. So by the time we got in, it was probably around 5 o'clock. So yeah, quite a bit longer than expected, maybe 4:30 or 5. We had to make 3 stops. We were hoping for just 2. Third stop was when we kind of hit traffic getting into Minnesota, and she doesn't really like traffic. And since she was awake, she decided to start crying, and so we had to pull off to an exit, and I had to crawl into the back seat and kind of just keep her entertained and company for that last hour of the drive. No, we do not need a minivan. We are totally fine. We packed everything just fine. Everything was fine. We do not need a minivan. We have one child. It is fine. Not knocking minivans, but it's not what we need in our life right now. So the drive was great. The drive back was even better. Hit no traffic on the way back, as far as I can remember, but I did sleep part of the way. And the only thing I feel bad for is how long our baby had to be in the car seat. So we did make those stops along the way and take her out and everything, but still, who would want to sit in that seat for so long? But so did me and Bert. We had to sit in our seats for that long too. Anyway, yeah. what's so interesting about this? I don't know. What's the takeaway here? What can you out there watching learn from our drive up? I don't know. Just know that if it's your first time with a baby on a road trip, you're going to pack more than you need, and that's okay. Okay, so Thanksgiving was lovely. When we got back, we came back on Saturday so that we would have a full day on Sunday to, do all of our laundry and kind of reset before going back to work. Sunday morning, now with my job, I'm kind of on call all the time. If something happens, my workers call me. And that happened Sunday morning. And while I'm dealing with this, the facility's not open and trying to figure out what's going on, I'm watching my baby on her play mat in front of me in the living room get rolled to her side, okay, and kind of just hang there. And she's just like reaching for things. And then all of a sudden I see her purposely trying to tilt and bring her leg around and watch her get all the way onto her stomach and pull her arm out from underneath her and like look around. And I'm like, oh my God, she just rolled over in front of me. Now this has happened one other time, and then it hadn't happened since. So I left her there as, I'm like, okay, she's not fussing or anything. Sometimes when she's on her stomach, she fusses, and she seemed like that's like, I wanted to do this. Here I am. So I let her stay for a bit, and then she got a little fussy, so I helped her roll back onto her back. A few minutes later, she does it again. Just rolls right onto her stomach. I shouldn't say just does it. It takes her some effort. She's doing it all by herself. So it wasn't just a fluke. It wasn't just like, oh my gosh, she only did it once. She did it 2 times in a row, not roll. And actually got like her arms out underneath her too. Like she would, like before she's done it where her arm was kind of stuck underneath her, she got her arms out. I couldn't believe it, you guys. So it's exciting. It's exciting to have this happening. And, I don't know, like it's really cool to watch her, with like her little grunts and like frustrated noises, like, I'm almost there. It's like adorable. I don't know, coincidentally or not coincidentally, I'm hitting the part of my postpartum kind of recovery, whatever, adventure journey, where my hair falls out. And this is an expected thing that happens. It is totally natural. There's not really anything you can do to avoid it. It happens. I believe to everybody. So, the fact that my hair is falling out at the same time my baby's rolling over, you might think, oh, is it stress induced? No, it's timing. It's hormones. I don't think that there's any connection there. But that's what's going on with me and what's going on with her. I have a few viewers over on Facebook. So hi, Amy. Thanks for watching. Happy Monday to you. And my mom is saying this is early, isn't it? I actually don't know. I think babies start rolling over around 4 months. Let me ask the internet real quick. When do babies start to roll over? As early as 4 months, and she will be 4 months in 3 days, so she's right on track. And then it says here they may also roll over from tummy to back. They will rock from side to side, a motion that is the foundation for rolling over. They may also roll over from tummy to back. At 6 months old, babies will typically roll over in both directions. So there we go. Now we all learned. I think I remember Beckett starting to roll over at 4 months too, if I'm not mistaken. So I think, I don't think it's that unusual. Oh, you guys, I have an appointment tomorrow morning for a small procedure, and they're calling right now. I'm really sorry. I'm going to take this, so I'm going to mute myself, and you're just going to have to watch my facial expressions. I'm sorry.